Well, I have to say 1mm is the way to go. This is in there nice and tight. A little rotational looseness, so maybe that 1/10 of a millimeter would make this lock in better. But, you know, I would be okay with this fit, especially once I get 2 more on the other sides, which will help lock it in as well. I may tweak the drill bit a little bit so I can get down to 1.1mm and do that on the next hole. Okay, I updated my measurements. From where the flute touches the brass, 1.6mm down seems to be the sweet spot for using a 2mm radius ball nose, or a 1mm radius, 2mm diameter ball nose end mill. What's next? I need to thread that hole and I need to push a pin in there. Okay, for this next part I need to set my depth stop. So right now you see this thing just flops all the way down and in. So that's what this pin holds for. I do not want the pin to encroach on the center of the stepper motor, because that's where the vacuum is. So if I block that up, I get less flow through here, and I have an idea of something I want to do with that. So I found a number 22 drill bit is the perfect diameter to go from one side of the stepper motor to the inside of that lip, or inside of the opposite side wall. So my plan is just to set this up like so. Get my pin. Like so. Knock it in. Now I got my stop, and on the inside it's not blocked. I don't know if you can see way down in there where that pin is. So now I just got to lop this off and I'm good to go. Or not. My hole was too big. So next one I do, I need either bigger pins or a smaller drill bit. Let me check. Yep, so smaller drill bit it is. I got enough material there. So went down a half size, and that should hopefully take care of the oversized hole issue. Instead of that, I can attempt to tap that hole. Technically this is a scrap part, so none of this needs to be done. But I'm continuing to go just to make sure there's no other oopsies in my drill bit sizes before I finish off the last few parts. Because I only made 2 more, which is exactly what I need to finish this. I really wish I had one of those fancy-dancy tap tables, but I don't, so I just got to sort of very, very, very gently manually do this, like so. And with any luck, I have a 3mm set screw. I forgot to check that ahead of time. Well, lots of 3mm screws, but it looks like no. Oh wait. Looks like no set screws. This needs to be longer than 5mm. I'm just going to go with a little pan head by 6mm screw here. If we just pretend that pin's in right, which it is not, that goes up against the stop. Tighten the screw. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go turn off the camera and go do this for real on the other two parts. And if you don't ever see another video on this again, it means I screwed them up and I had to start over and just decided to end it all. But I'm going to go see if I get lucky, get these two holes drilled, get the 3 holes drilled around here, and then assemble them up to this level.